This is gonna be the second time that I've ever really done anything fun with my hair. My mom is probably gonna lose it. I've never really dyed my hair in my life. And so when she sees it, she'll probably cry. And then she'll be like, wow, actually that's your personality. It fits you really well.
My name is Lauren, and I'm a hairstylist here in Nashville. My personal style is very dark and moody and gothic, so it's a little bit ironic that my style when I do other people's hair is bright and rainbow and neon and pastel and cute, just absolutely opposite of who I am as a person, really. Today on Nicole, I decided to do a holographic prism rainbow type look with a couple of colors that are UV reactive. When dye is UV reactive, it means that it will glow underneath a black light or a UV light, so it gives a glow in the dark kind of appearance. So with what I want to do with the prism, how I usually do it, I don't know, it just makes it a little bit easier, is having everything prismatic kind of up here around the top, and then having more of a base color underneath. It's kind of like a partial highlight because this hair is laying over anything else anyway. You like that?
Yeah, that sounds great.
All right, let's
awesome.
do it.
Sounds cool. Let's get started.
So let's get started. The first thing I do with a service like this is section out the hair so I know exactly where I want to put each color. So in order to paint this, I need to put each different color into its own separate bowl. We did a lot of like deserty peachy colors. We did sandstorm, desert sky, Cleopatra. For the blues, we did Nemesis, aquatic, decoy, powder. And then for our neons, we have colors like Area 51, Firefly, Candy, Lava, Blue Muse, just a lot of colors. When applying color to the underside of her head, I applied it, feathered it through with my fingers, applied the other color to the ends if I was doing an ombre on that piece of hair, and then I blended them together again and then leave it alone. Don't mush it in too much because then the dye will separate from the conditioner, in Pulp Riot's case, and will cause it to be yucky. Once I'm done with the underside, I get ready to start on the prism. The first step to the holographic prism technique is over-directing the hair all the way to the other side of the head. We have to do it in really thin sections in order for the semi-permanent dye to penetrate the hair good enough. What it does is it separates every hair into a place where they unnaturally lay on the head, so that when they do lay naturally on the head, which is down, it'll be sort of separated and have that super blended prism holographic look. I did the colors in traditional rainbow order because that's how you would see it naturally in something that is holographic or is a prism. Think of when you look at the underside of a CD, how that reflection looks like a rainbow. That's why I did it. For each section, basically the top and the bottom, I'm using Framar foils to separate them so I could stay more organized and prevent color from getting onto spots that I don't want colored yet. I start with one side panel of the head, continue onto the other side panel, and then I go ahead and do the back, and then it sits for 35 minutes to process. My next step is washing the hair. It's important with colors like these that you don't use shampoo sometimes. It depends on every different hairline that you use, but I've noticed with Pulp Riot, it's best to not shampoo it, but to condition it after washing. After washing and conditioning, I used Pulp Riot Liverpool to give her roots a little bit of a lift since she has finer hair, and then I used multiple different products for conditioning and moisturizing purposes, like Olaplex No. 6 and Pravana Polish and Refine. Before curling the hair, I like to go in with Amika's heat protectant called the Shield to prevent any heat damage when I curl it. Then I do my curls all around her head, and I finish it with Amika's Undone Texture Spray. I let that sit for a good maybe 5 or 10 minutes so her curls don't fall out, and then I go in with a boar bristle brush to separate the curls. After that, to add some moisture back into the hair and a little bit of shine, I'll go in with Amika Dream Routine to finish it off. After that, I'm ready to turn my client around and show her the final look. All right, what do you think?
Oh my gosh, you did an incredible job. It's amazing, really.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I love how all the vibrant colors just match your personality. This is definitely who you are as a hairstyle.
Yes.
To maintain your vivid hair color, I would recommend freezing cold water, professional salon shampoos, and infrequent washing, so as little as possible. What I enjoy the most about doing these vivid rainbow hair colors is the creative process that goes in it. I love sharing the experience with my client of being excited of all these pretty colors being on their hair, and they just get to wake up every day and look really cool.